Both in life and film, Elizabeth Taylor cemented her legacy as a fashion and style icon. Outside her roles as a movie star, she dabbled in business, becoming one of the first celebrities to successfully launch a fragrance business and later a jewelry collection. It is not a surprise that she would start a jewelry collection, as she was deeply knowledgeable about jewelry and an avid collector of outstanding gems that raised more than $116 million in an auction after she died in 2011. As a jewelry lover, Elizabeth Taylor considered herself a custodian of beauty, tasked with loving her gems before passing them on to the next owner. True to her words, Elizabeth Taylor wore her jewels constantly, both in her personal and public life. Her favorite jewel was the Asscher-cut Krupp diamond ring. The ring, now renamed the Elizabeth Taylor Diamond, was a gift from her husband, Richard Burton, who bought it at an auction of the Krupp estate for a remarkable $305,000, which at the time was the highest price a diamond ring had fetched at an auction. Elizabeth Taylor would wear her 33-carat jewel frequently in private and public appearances and films where appropriate. The Elizabeth Taylor Diamond would sell at the Christie's auction in 2011 for $8.8 million. Taylor also received the famous Taylor-Burton Diamond from her husband. Burton had initially lost a bid to Cartier, but a day after the auction, he would buy her the diamond for $1.1 million. Elizabeth first appeared with the diamond ring on Princess Grace of Monaco's 40th birthday and later at the 42nd Academy Awards. Taylor did not wear the pieces as much as the Krupp diamond as part of her stipulations with her insurance company. However, she would make a $2,800 replica that she wore more frequently. She would later sell the diamond to a New York jeweler for an estimated $3 to $5 million. Following her second divorce from Burton, she used part of the proceeds to build a hospital in Botswana. Elizabeth Taylor wore many extravagant gems from notable designers across the world. One of her favorites was the Italian brand Bulgari, the designer of the iconic Sapphire and Diamond sautoir. She received this gem from Burton as her 40th birthday gift in 1972. This sapphire and diamond masterpiece features an octagon diamond pendant with a 55.72-carat sugarloaf cabochon sapphire framed with diamonds and sapphires. She paired it with her David Webb platinum and diamond hoop earrings when she wore it in Budapest and at Burton's 50th birthday. She would continue wearing her sapphire and diamond sautoir throughout her life. This piece ended up in the 2011 estate sale, selling for $5,906,500 to the Bulgari Heritage Department. But this was not the only gift she received from Burton on her 40th birthday. She also got the Taj Mahal diamond and ruby necklace. This necklace, which fetched $8 million at the 2011 auction, was later returned to Christie's after the buyer disputed the sale, claiming its provenance could not be traced to the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal diamond is heart-shaped, surrounded by red stones and jade. The heart-shaped pendant hangs from a gold chain, adorned with cabochon rubies. This controversial necklace aside, Elizabeth Taylor had more gems that not only told her personal story, but also demonstrated the fiery love story between her and her husband, which blossomed on the set of Cleopatra. Shortly after starting their affair in Italy, Burton bought her the classic Bulgari Emerald Suite. This suite features matching earrings, a necklace, a bracelet, a pendant, and a ring. Burton acquired this set gradually, starting with the diamond and emerald brooch that Taylor received as her engagement gift. Later, she received the necklace as a wedding gift, with the other pieces following later. This iconic set would sell at the auction for a jaw-dropping price of nearly $23 million. This suite featured Muzo emeralds from Colombia and Sandawana emeralds from Zimbabwe, which partly explains the prices of the pieces fetched at the auction. Not only that, some of the emerald pieces on the necklace trace their origin to the Grand Duchess Vladimir in Russia. The necklace in this suite features 16 rectangular and square-cut green emeralds surrounded by diamonds of varying shapes. It also features a detachable pendant that Taylor would sometimes wear as a brooch. The bracelet is in the same style as the necklace, while the earring features a pear-shaped emerald surrounded by pearl-shaped diamonds. The ring consists of a rectangular-cut emerald surrounded by diamonds. Taylor was not one to let an unsatisfactory piece of jewelry keep her from having her desired piece. This was the case with her Cartier diamond, pearl and ruby necklace, which she commissioned Cartier to create, drawing inspiration from Mary I of England. The La Pelegrina Pearl traces its origin to the Spanish monarchy. Various members of the Spanish monarchy wore it as a hat ornament, pendant to necklaces and brooches. It is one of the most famous and also one of the most symmetrical pearls in history. After she received the pearl as a Valentine's gift for their first wedding anniversary, Taylor momentarily lost it, but she later found it in her puppy's mouth. Fortunately, the pearl was unscratched from the incident. Later, she would have Cartier redesign a diamond and ruby necklace with the La Pelegrina Pearl hanging as a pendant. The necklace features 2 rows of pearls. The outer row has larger petals, with smaller pearls appearing in the inner row. The necklace also had diamond clusters with a red ruby centerpiece at intervals around the necklace. The last piece of the necklace is the detachable pendant that can be worn as a brooch. The necklace would become a key part of her collection, selling for a record $11 million at the New York Christie's auction. Another Cartier piece Elizabeth owned was the ruby and diamond necklace, which she received as a gift from her third husband, Mike Todd. He had gifted her the exquisite set while they were on holiday in France. When presented with the diamond and ruby set, Elizabeth would put on the necklace, earrings, and bracelet before giddily returning to the swimming pool. The red ruby and diamond set remained in her collection and was sold at the 2011 auction. When she received this set, she was also wearing the Mike Todd tiara, which was also a gift from him. The Mike Todd diamond tiara was a 19th century piece made from old mine-cut diamonds set in platinum and gold. In her book, Elizabeth Taylor, My Love Affair with Jewelry, her husband had said, "You're my queen and I think you should have a tiara," when he presented the tiara in 1957. Elizabeth wore the tiara in many public appearances, starting with the Academy Awards, where Mike's film also received an award. Unfortunately, Todd died tragically, barely a year into their marriage. Taylor, who considered Todd one of the 2 loves of her life, kept the tiara until she died in 2011. The tiara sold for more than $4 million at the 2011 auction. Although most of the jewelry collection features pieces she received from her husband, Elizabeth also contributed to her collection. The first piece she bought for herself was the Prince of Wales brooch. She bought this piece in 1987 at the Sotheby auction held after the death of the Duchess of Windsor. She was close friends with the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, whom she first met as the 18-year-old wife of Nicky Hilton. She would grow closer with the couple after her public disparagement following her 1961 affair with Richard Burton. Like her and Richard, the Duke and Duchess had faced their share of public condemnation following the Duke's decision to abdicate the throne in favor of being with the Duchess. The iconic pin and insignia of the Prince of Wales would remain part of the Duchess's collection thanks to an oversight when their royal jewels were returned to the crown. The pin, featuring 3 circular diamond-cut feathers with a gold diamond-decked crown, would later appear at a charity auction where Elizabeth won the bid. The brooch would remain in her collection until the 2011 auction, when it sold for $1,314,500. Another piece that Elizabeth would purchase for herself was the Van Cleef & Arpels daisy necklace and earring set. She first wore the set on loan at the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian at the Academy Awards in 1993, but she fell in love with the pieces and bought the set later as her good luck charm. The set features a necklace with a graduated series of circular-cut diamond daisies with a yellow circular-cut diamond pistil. Between the daisies are a series of chrysoprase leaves accented with a diamond trim and set in 18-karat gold. The brooch and earrings also have a similar design. This set sold at the auction for just under $1 million. Elizabeth's love for Italian designers didn't stop with Bulgari. She also had remarkable pieces from other Italian designers, including Piranesi, who designed her 7.76-carat diamond orchid brooch. The diamond is a double orchid diamond brooch made of rose-cut diamonds set in 18-karat white gold. Her extensive jewelry collection also included the Knight of the Iguana Brooch, another gift from Burton. The brooch is named as a nod to the movie Richard was shooting when Elizabeth accompanied him to Mexico. Richard would buy her this piece after spending a terrific time with his wife in Mexico. The brooch was actually a dolphin-shaped diamond, sapphire, and emerald piece designed by Jean Schlumberger and Tiffany & Co. It has a circular-cut diamond body with 18-karat gold scales. This brooch was part of her auctioned collection that fetched $1,202,500. The tail featured diamonds and gold, while the head was made of polished gold, sapphire eyes, a green emerald mouth, and gold whiskers. Dubbed the Queen of Hollywood, Elizabeth Taylor had a matching jewelry collection, most of it built through gifts from her husbands, lovers, and herself. Most of her pieces were sold at charity auction after her death, with some remaining in the family. Right now, some of these pieces show up at private auctions and jewelry exhibitions.